Yo, 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 it's another fucking podcast with your boys Bill, James, and Tig's Excellent Adventure, episode 34. This week, we don't have James, but it's just me and Eric, and we are gonna talk about...
The Bears.
Yeah, and we're also gonna talk about the Browns winning a game. It finally happened.
And very briefly, we talk about the NBA.
And we're also going to talk about Fitzmagic and would you rather have him or famous Jameis?
I'd rather have a sack of crab legs than Jameis Winston.
It's all happening right here on the number one podcast in all of the nation. You funky bitch, you like and subscribe. I just got to figure out a way to do that shit without well, I know how to do it. I just got to we have to have a person, we have to have a producer.
Producer? What's a producer? I remember our very first one, Alex was like kind of the producer.
Yeah, producer Alex. He's still a producer.
We kept going to him for fact checks. And he was
like, I don't know. He's like, I was texting this girl. I don't know how to. What are we looking up? I was texting this girl, man. I'm sorry. And last week I fucked up the intro. That's right! That's right! Cause it's another fucking podcast! That's right! It's another fucking podcast with your boys Bill, James, and Tig's Excellent Adventure, episode 34.
oh my God. Walter Payton. How sweet.
Walter Payton, where you at? Ted, where you at? Holla at your boy. This is the motherfucking best podcast in the universe, the world, and the nation. Goddamn right, I had went into a little bit of a James Brown impersonation.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit. I'm telling you, Eric, I love it. I love it. That was James Brown drop.
Yeah. That's the first of the show. That's great.
James Brown. Shout out to James Brown. Came back from the dead to give us a shout out from the dead. That's great.
Our first two guys that we brought up today, both from the dead. Rest in peace.
Both of them dead as hell.
Dead as hell and sweet and wonderful.
So it's been another great week of football.
Oh my goodness.
College football was great.
Oh my God. Did you watch the Stanford game?
Oh, I didn't watch the Stanford game.
Stanford.
I was in class.
Stanford versus Oregon. Absolutely out of control. Absolutely out of control.
How did it go down?
Oregon was just beating the crap out of Stanford. And then there was a terrible call. And the next play, Oregon messed up the snap. Stanford recovers the ball and runs it into the end zone. And suddenly we got a game. And then suddenly Stanford, there's another defensive stop. And there's another turnover. Stanford scores again. Stanford's down by like 21 points at this point. Comes back to tie the game up and ends up winning in overtime. And Oregon was like beating the crap out of them the entire first half of the game.
Damn.
And I know because I had money on the game. And I was like, I was like, all right, I'm not going to watch this game anymore because I had Stanford winning. And then suddenly...
they won.
The betting gods came around for once, and
Eric,
Stanford covered the spread in
this
overtime.
Money come Sunday, so here you go, Eric.
Exactly.
But it's all good, And Alabama came out and covered the hell out of their 16.5 spread.
No, your spread started at 26.
Well, it started at it was 16.5 on Wednesday. Okay.
When I made the bet, because I made the bet on Friday.
Yeah,
on
Wednesday it was minus 16.
Yeah, it was at 26 when the normal bettors jumped in, and it was, you guys won by what, 25, 24?
We won by 22.
22, so
because we let them score a touchdown at the end.
Yeah, that's what fucked me.
But
I mean, roll tide, but
I always tell people try not to go with the spread when you're talking about Belichick and Saban because they don't care about that.
Well, the week before I did it, and you guys crushed it.
Well, yeah, we were playing nobody. We were playing a team that went up against quote unquote number one Clemson and won by 2 points.
Who did you guys play?
We played Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, okay.
They won by 2 points. against Clemson, and we beat them by 22 points.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the metrics tell you, the saber metrics and all of that shit.
You guys didn't cover the spread because you put Hurts in.
No, he didn't come in until the fourth quarter.
No, I'm saying that that's when you guys stopped scoring points because you guys were up so much. So I was disappointed as a betting fan. I was like, no. Oh shit.
Well, actually, you got to put it on the defense. We put in third and fourth string guys. In the defense, and they were still dominating these guys. They were only able to put up one touchdown.
Yeah, you guys are pretty good. They're
pretty.
Alabama's pretty good.
Pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, I'm really, really hoping you Ohio State fans get to witness yourselves back into the playoffs. Actually, I hope you get in there. I hope you're number one all motherfucking year.
So you can play them?
So when we whoop that ass, y'all will be so motherfucking quiet for the next 10 years because that's probably how long it'll be before y'all play us again. I just want to just hear nothing but motherfucking silence from y'all. That's all I want.
Well, I can't wait. Next week on our podcast, we're going to bring back Jordan so you and him can talk some college football, Ohio State,
It's
Bama.
going down. We've been hitting each other on the... Well, it's not a group chat if it's just you and one other person.
It's not. No, that's just text message. That's just texting each other.
Well, we've been texting each other.
How big is your group text?
It's
just 2 people.
Oh, it's just me and him.
It's just me and him.
It's just me and him.
That's just
occasionally
texting.
is some gifts. So those are group. That's a group thing. So anyway, but yeah, the play of the college football had me so hyped for professional football, man. I just couldn't wait.
It's the first game of the week.
I didn't make any real picks this week.
No, that's what I was waiting for. I re-listened to the podcast and I wasn't there, and I was like, man, they didn't make any of their NFL
We were trying
picks.
to hurry last week, and I apologize to everybody. We was in a rush.
Oh, who was our
late.
guest? Who was our guest?
Cree. Shout out to Cree again.
Cree. Great voice, Cree.
She did a
Sounds
great job.
She
She's
sounds great.
Hopefully she'll come back again.
Yeah.
And we're welcome to do her podcast whenever. We got to shout out to you, Cree. We're gonna come out and one of us is gonna come do it. Or all
thanks.
of us.
I mean, thanks for coming in last week. Shout out
Ratchet
to you.
Midnight. Shout out to Ratchet Midnight at Ratchet Midnight.
Ratchet
Go
Midnight.
check them out on IG and YouTube.
Yeah.
And subscribe and like.
Check them out on Twitter.
And when you're doing that, go ahead and subscribe and like to us too.
Yeah, why not? Well, yeah, give us a little subscribe and like.
And shout out to my homie Max. Max, I know you listening. Thank you for listening. He's a new subscriber. He's out here. Hey, man.
Thanks for subscribing.
I'll be out here in the bars debating people for y'all, okay? Shout out to James.
Appreciate all the
He's not
hard
here.
work. Oh, yeah. Shout out to James. We're missing James
We're
today.
missing you.
He's sick with the flu. Hopefully he gets better. I'm sure he'll be back next week. Stronger than ever.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right, let's get into the NFL. Okay,
I was about to tell a joke about how James is probably doing something dirty, but I was like, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that.
Dirty?
Something nasty.
Like rolling around in dirt.
Rolling around in something. You know what I mean? But no.
Is James having a sex night tonight? He's got the flu, huh?
You know who should have had a sex night? Tyrod Taylor. We're gonna go ahead and start with week.
Okay,
in week 3.
Tyrod Taylor. It's Tyrod. Let's call him by his name. It's Tyrod. It's Tyrod. Let's give him a little respect. Everyone's disrespecting him right now.
Tyrod. Well, look.
Oh, Tyrod. How do you feel? Okay, so
I bet you feel like a retard because his motherfucking head is hurting.
Oh my
Got
goodness.
Concussion.
Okay, so that was the Thursday night game was the Jets versus the Browns. The Browns won their first game. Congratulations to all the Browns fans. Any Browns fans that are listening, congrats. If anyone watched the game, the first half of that game, Bill, I felt like Todd Haley was trying to get Tyrod hurt from what I was watching. It was
you mean
insane.
how Todd Haley called a run play for Tyrod Taylor every motherfucking first down?
Oh my God.
You mean how he didn't have Tyrod Taylor's wide receivers run any go routes or any
Where's all those awesome little slants that they were doing when Baker came out? Like the little dumps.
I believe very seriously that. Well, I know for a fact that Todd Haley coaches in a way that is sometimes demonstrative towards the way his head coach wants to coach.
Oh, really?
He wanted Baker. He knows who his best quarterback is. He knows he knows which one's better.
He might as well held up a Baker Mayfield sign during that game.
He wanted Baker, and he's not going to call any good plays.
It was dangerous.
He didn't run any of those packages for Tyrod.
No, the play calling when Baker
as we
was
know,
out.
Tyrod can get the ball down the field. People like to think he can't, but what was that Josh Gordon touchdown that helped them win the game? Not win the game, but
tie the game. That was a bullet in a very small window. That was a beautiful pass.
And but it went over the top of the head of the defenders, and boom! It was not a short pass. It was a long pass for a decent NFL quarterback. So it's just like, hey, he can do it. Why do we not let him do it? Actually, the game in the Pittsburgh game, he threw a touchdown in that game.
Oh no, that's what I was referring to.
I was talking about the Saints game.
Oh yeah.
He threw one to Josh then.
Tyrod has the ability.
He has the ability.
I was watching him literally have 2 seconds in the pocket too. And Joker, I think at one point on a rollout completely missed his block, and Tyrod just got just crushed. And I was like, these guys are trying to get him hurt. They're trying to get this guy hurt.
Yeah, he had him running way too much. Designed run plays for Tyrod.
Yeah. And even the pass calls, I feel like were huge. A couple of them were unnecessary, all the way down the field when you can dink and dunk and get first downs and set up that long play.
They could have
but they weren't setting up anything.
Yeah, they definitely could have destroyed the Jets.
Yeah.
Secondary. The Jets secondary is where they struggle. And they should have been picking them apart. But they weren't really trying. But they didn't have to for too long. They didn't have to do that for too long because Tyrod did get hurt, as
Tyrod definitely got hurt.
Was trying to do. He is a very
mission accomplished.
Very, very savvy, I'll just say savvy offensive coordinator. Okay. And he got what he wanted. He didn't want Josh there no more because Josh wasn't practicing. Josh was doing what Josh wanted to do. He was cool with that. Ty was like, is he going to be in shape when he get here? Is he going to be ready to play?
Yeah.
Does he know this? Does he know that? And I can only call 25 plays now with this guy because he only knows about 25 plays.
Yeah.
Well,
I was reading something in the Steelers game, or maybe it was in the Steelers. Yeah, in the Steelers game. They kept Gordon in longer to let him know that he's not in football shape.
Right.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. When you're not in football shape, or when you have a player, rather, who's not in football shape, you play his ass.
Yeah.
Which is why, segue. The Steelers have no Le'Veon Bell right now. No Le'Veon Bell because Le'Veon Bell has been discussed with him and his agent that he is going to get wore out this season. He will be run into the ground because they have said, we're not going to pay you. Meaning we're not interested in a long-term situation with you.
Yeah.
We'll pay you a year to year, blah, 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 but no long-term. Meaning they see him on his way out, meaning they'll use him up as much as possible. He's talking about looking at 35, 40 touches a game if he comes back. I think he's trying to force his way out. So I'm asking you, do you think Le'Veon Bell's going to be a Steeler by the end of this season?
Honestly, I don't think he is. I think we're in a situation. The Steelers obviously don't want to sign him to a long-term deal. So what do you do in this situation? You trade him for everything you possibly can, and you sell high on Le'Veon Bell. And there's suitors out there. There's guys that want him, obviously, because Le'Veon Bell is probably the best running back in the league. Him or Todd Gurley, I would say it's a debate. I mean, I'm actually on the Todd Gurley train right now.
I'm a Gurley guy.
Yeah, but Le'Veon Bell.
I'm a Gurley guy.
I'm a Gurley
man.
Yeah, we talked about this, how I had the T-shirt idea, and I never actually went through with it. And now the Gurley man T-shirts are out.
It's patent pending.
I dropped the ball. I think Le'Veon Bell's going to get traded, and I think they're going to get if someone's willing to give up enough for him, and which would probably be two first rounders.
No,
More?
No, you can't get 2 first-rounders for a guy you won't even pay.
1 first-rounder?
Can't probably get 1 first round. No, you definitely can't get a first round.
How does a team trade for Le'Veon Bell? What would they need to offer, I guess? I guess that's my question.
Are y'all ready for this? Do not be surprised if the New England Patriots trade for Le'Veon Bell. You heard it here first.
Oh,
now I'm telling you this only
goodness.
because they're in a very desperate situation over in New England.
We'll get to that.
And they need that offense. And I think Le'Veon is the perfect kind of back that Bill Belichick likes to run with.
I mean,
Corey Dillon.
Bell behind that offensive line, it's just trouble. It's trouble.
Yeah.
And he's a receiving back, which is perfect for the Pats because they love those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I mean, who
man.
doesn't? But that offense is perfect for him.
I think it's great. And, I got to talk about this game. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It was Monday night, you know what I'm saying?
Monday Night Football.
And it was kind of disappointing for me.
What happened?
Because
I don't get it. I really don't get it. The Lions, to me, are not a good football team.
you're
not
talking
a good-
about Sunday night.
Oh,
I was
you were
talking about Monday
Oh, you
night.
were jumping to the Steelers.
I was staying with the Steelers.
I was jumping to your Patriots.
Yeah, well, let's just stay with the Steelers for a second because I jumped into
We'll
the Steelers.
get back to Baker Mayfield
We're
at
going
some point.
all the
'cause
way
we-
back to
'cause-
all
'cause-
the games. We're
'cause-
going through the games.
Yeah, because we
But I
cut the
just had
Browns
to
fans
talk-
off short here.
Yeah, I had to talk about the motherfucking Steelers, though, because they just got
Okay.
so much drama.
Yeah.
They got so much fucking turmoil. And did you know all season they haven't scored in the fourth quarter?
The Steelers there?
The Steelers have not scored
I
in the
did
fourth
not know
quarter
that.
all season.
So the Steelers ended up winning the Monday Night Football game against the Bucks against
Also, the Steelers.
Fitzpatrick.
A reason I brought them up
For
is
anyone that
because-
didn't see the game.
The reason I brought them up is because the Browns tied with the Steelers and should have beaten the shit out of the Steelers.
Should have beat the Steelers.
And I'm kind of looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, even after their win last night, like they might not be really good at all.
See, I feel like I saw this last year happen. My Chicago Bears beat the Steelers last year, and then the Steelers ended up going to the playoffs, and that offense ended up clicking in. Le'Veon Bell,
Well, Le'Veon wasn't there.
Right, exactly. I mean, the Steelers have some problems. I feel like there's only one team in the NFL that has no issues right now, and that's the Los Angeles Rams, because they have no issues on defense or offense right now. Every other team that's either undefeated,
To me,
sans
that's their
Miami,
issue.
is
For
they
the
have no
Rams?
problems.
For the Rams, yeah.
The Rams' biggest issue is they have no problems
when
right
you
now.
get to the point when you have when you living like that, when you living life like that, and you out here and you ain't got no problems.
No.
Yeah, it's really hard when a problem comes along.
You get lazy and then you start forgetting about things.
Then you got to learn how to deal with that adversity. And how do you deal with it?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Speaking of that, though,
But I think that's what
Tampa Bay now has a question. So Tampa Bay came
Tampa-
back. Fitzpatrick did not look great in that
Those were
game.
not his fault.
He came back.
He
Not
only
all
had
of it was
one
his fault.
interception.
Not all of it was his
Yeah,
fault.
one interception that was his fault. The pick six, which might have been the worst because it
Exactly.
was a
It was a pick six.
But that really wasn't his fault because his running back came out. He couldn't he couldn't ground it and he couldn't throw it out of bounds because it would have been a safety.
Yeah, it was a terrible
people
throw,
who
though.
don't know.
It was a terrible throw.
No, it was the only throw he could make because his running back completely missed the fucking block.
Well, I
Like
think
that
no, it was
offensive line was absolutely dreadful.
why
last
was he
night.
even throwing to his running back?
He had it. That wasn't the play. He
There was
had
no other person around.
he missed the block first of all. He missed his block first of all. That was his block.
Yeah.
He just took off.
And then what was that
then-
play supposed to be?
It was supposed to be to Mike Evans who was to Godwin who was over the top, but he didn't have time, so he just had to throw it and get it out of there. He just literally preventing what happened the play on the drive before where he threw an interception after it got batted down.
Yeah.
He was trying to prevent that, and he did by throwing it around the defender, but he couldn't see where he was throwing, and it went over the head of the receiver that was in the flat.
You might as well just chuck it out of bounds at that point.
That would have been a safety because he was in the end zone.
Was he in the end zone?
He was in the
I thought he was out of the end zone.
No, he was in the end zone, so that would have been a safety. So he did literally the only thing he could have done, which was throw an interception, which ended up as a pick six.
I mean,
not throw an interception, but he had to throw it in that direction. He had to throw it in that direction. He couldn't ground it because it would have been intentional grounding.
Either way, but he also had some bad throws, and he had. Let
me tell you something. The Mike Evans pass, the Mike Evans interception, interception. They're playing. The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing a 2-zone soft, meaning Mike Evans is playing an option route, meaning he is looking for the soft spot in the zone. He missed. He didn't run the right route. He had a perfect go route, just wide open. He all he had to do was keep running. He stopped running. And what's important to realize, the way Fitzpatrick is passing to these guys, he's not throwing it to them when they're in their area. He's not releasing the ball.
No, he's throwing the way a quarterback should be throwing.
No, he's throwing.
You throw before they get there.
He throws the ball way before they get there. He's throwing the ball 10 yards before they get there. And
that's a great quarterback.
But so with that said, Mike Evans cannot stop running. If that's what you're doing,
he can't.
You cannot stop running.
There's no
and what we had in this game is we're forgetting we got a bunch of 21, 22, 23-year-old guys who were playing, 24-year-old guys who were playing in this game. Deshaun Jackson and Fitzpatrick are like the oldest dudes on the field. These guys were not ready to come out and play. So that's coaching a little bit, but also
Mike Evans only 24?
He's only been in the league how long?
3
years? He's ain't been in the league 5 years.
He came in with Manziel. How long has Manziel been gone?
Like 4 years. I mean,
okay.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's not 31. He's not 35. He's not 36.
Yeah. Okay. This is one of my pet peeves with wide receivers. Don't stop running your route.
You can't stop running your route.
Don't ever stop running your route.
So that's why I only give one fucking on the batted ball. The right guard blocked the right tackle. So how is that supposed to? How are we supposed to have success when you're gonna let the defensive end just completely come off the fucking edge with unblocked? This is, and then so what happened when they stopped making those stupid mistakes? When Godwin dropped 3 touchdown passes in the end zone and fumbled the ball. What happened when all that stupid stuff stopped happening? The Steelers stopped scoring. Did not score another point.
Their offense completely came to a
half.
standstill. Yeah. Ben Roethlisberger's Ben Roethlisberger.
He Ben Roethlisbergered it.
Yeah.
Only thing he didn't do was throw an interception. That's the only thing.
His one touchdown was just Antonio Brown doing Antonio Brown stuff. He just threw it to Antonio Brown and let him run.
But not in the second half.
Second half, no. Antonio Brown didn't even get targets in the second half.
He only had 9 targets for the game.
What's going on? That's the lowest. And the last 2 games, he's had 17 targets, 18 targets.
Yeah, it was his punishment.
That was
his punishment. People don't realize that's how
he got his.
Mike Tomlin said he was going to punish him. What happened? This dude came out, only had 9 targets.
Man, punish him in practice, man. Don't punish him during the game yet.
Some guys, they don't know no punishment unless you punish them in the game. He's like, I'm not going to take you out of the game because I need your triple coverage so that Juju Smith can get this motherfucking...
Yeah.
Juju showed out. And if anybody who picked Antonio Brown on their fantasy, I'm sorry, you should have picked Juju Smith. You should have known that Antonio Brown's getting triple covered. They was actually playing.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Anyone that picked Antonio Brown, he'll be just fine for the year. Don't worry.
I'm talking about the DraftKings and these motherfuckers who just picked him for a day.
Yeah.
They was fucked.
I mean, he got his touchdowns, his receptions, and his
You should have benched him yesterday.
He was under. No, you shouldn't have benched. You can't.
Benched him.
No, you can never bench Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown still put up 15 points. It's just fine. It's
definitely
fine.
benched him yesterday.
Anyway, so what do you think Tampa Bay should do here? Do you bring Jameis back because Jameis is now back and eligible, or do you keep Fitzpatrick in?
Oh, you keep Fitzpatrick in.
I think you have to keep it.
Keep Fitzpatrick in. In the last 12 games, both of them have played 6 of them.
Yeah.
I believe
Fitzpatrick has more
is
wins this year, right?
I think he's 4-2 in that. And
Jameis is like 1-6, I think. Yeah,
out of that 6. I mean, 1-5 out of that.
Oh yeah,
6.
yeah.
And Jameis Winston has fumbled the ball, I think, 6 times since he's been sacked. Every time Fitzpatrick hasn't fumbled 1 time that he's been sacked.
Yeah.
So
Not yet. I love Fitz.
Well, I mean,
I love
out of 6 games, I mean, that's a long time.
No, it's great. It's great.
And if we're just comparing these guys, apples to oranges is what it really is.
I
it's apples to oranges. I think Fitzpatrick is a real
Fitz for the rest of the year.
And I think Bears fans are begging motherfuckers to put Jameis Winston in because you guys played Tampa Bay.
This is literally what I said during the game last night when I was working. I talked to my coworker and I said, you know what? I actually hope that Fitzpatrick has just a terrible game so they start Jameis Winston against us because I would love to play Jameis Winston.
Because let me tell you something. If you want to see a game for people who are not Bears fans, and if you want to see a game where Khalil Mack is going to look pedestrian, it is going to be the game where he has to go up against a decent quarterback having to guard O.J. Howard. That is the assignment that they're going to be looking for. That is the mismatch that they're going to be looking for. They're going to be looking to put some linebacker, some poor linebacker.
Trevathan will be on O.J. Howard.
This is the problem for the whole league with Tampa Bay.
But they won't have enough time to throw the ball.
Tampa Bay is going to be really dangerous. If the receivers on that team can keep getting the ball, it's going to be a sad, sorry time. O.J. Howard is a dominant tight end. He is really big.
They use Braid
really
a shitload there too. They split. They split it
up. But that's the problem. But that's what I'm saying. That's the problem. You got too many other guys to go to. There's nobody you can double team.
Yeah. I mean, if the Bears play like the way they play in the first quarter, Trevathan literally on those 2 touchdowns, those are his guys. So he's guarding those guys that are coming out. We just need to keep the pressure with Mac. Big Mac attack, baby. Big Mac attack, baby.
Also, I think that Tampa Bay fucked up by not going to some bubble screens late in the game. I mean, early in the game when Pittsburgh's getting a lot of pressure. They're coming all out.
Yeah.
Got to disrupt that in some kind of way. Bad play calling. Also, the worst officiated game so far this season. There probably will be a worse to top that.
I guarantee it.
But that one was absolutely terrible.
With like the Clay Matthews stuff that's going on, the only one that was actually a penalty was against the Bears. That's the only one that he should have got flagged. He literally hit Trubisky in the back of the head with his helmet diving at him. That's a penalty. The rest, I don't know what a tackle is anymore if you can't tackle the quarterback the way Clay's tackling the quarterbacks.
Yeah, there is no.
It's almost impossible to stop your body weight from landing on someone because it's gravity.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Stop that.
We're going to talk about that rule right now.
Yeah.
That rule exists for a reason. I believe that it's a good rule. First of all, it's not an old rule. I mean, a new rule. It's an emphasis of a new rule that's already existed.
Apparently, like the coaches and the teams were complaining that it wasn't being called.
So it was the owners.
The owners were complaining about that.
It was complaining because their franchise quarterbacks are out of this for the season or out for 10 weeks. Anyway,
not all franchise quarterbacks are out for the whole season.
No,
some of them survive and win Super Bowls.
Right.
I mean, not last year, but
right. Whatever. Whatever happens. But my whole thing is the most defenseless. The most defenseless player on the field at all times is the quarterback, in my opinion. He's trying to make 5 or 6 reads.
Yeah.
While in about 3 seconds while trying to get rid of a ball. Only thing that the defender is reading is the head of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, get to the quarterback any way you can.
So this is a very simple thing. This is an easy fix. If these guys think, apparently they thought that, hey, they ain't going to call that. They ain't going to call this, man. Don't worry about it. No, y'all should have been practicing. So if you saw the way, Ben Roethlisberger got I think it was McCoy.
Gerald McCoy. Yeah. Who's amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice guy, apparently.
Great
nice guy.
Shout
out to him.
Yeah.
But the only reason he got a flag for that was because he hit him in the head. He hit him helmet to helmet.
I thought was that the helmet?
His head caught.
Who punched him in the head?
That was
the punch
to
the
was
head.
John Pierre Paul or what's his name? From the Giants.
Fingerless man.
Yeah, that was him. He bumped him. He knocked his ass out. Yeah. He
punched him in the head. He punched him. I thought Ben wasn't getting up from that.
McCoy, he hit him with the helmet, caught him a little bit. He even said he was sorry he heard it in the game.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
But if he hadn't have hit him with the head, that's how you need to tackle. That was a perfect. That's how you need to hit the quarterback from now on. Just knock his ass the fuck down. Because guess what? That's all you've ever needed to do.
Yeah.
It's always been egregious to be landing on these dudes, dropping on their sternum. I guarantee you, Tony Romo is playing right now if this rule was being taken seriously before, instead of being just, not really called at all. They're putting the emphasis on falling on dudes, and you just can't fall on them no more.
How do you feel about the Miami guy claiming that he tore his ACL because he
he did
not trying to land on?
He did. He did tear his ACL.
No. But
I mean, I don't care.
I'm like, I'm watching the replay. And it looks like he's going for a celebration afterwards. I don't know when the injury
he was trying
happened.
to roll off of him. That's what it was. He was just trying to roll off of him. But this is what happened. He was still making a bad tackle in the sense of how the rule.
Technically,
if we're gonna go off the rule, man. Look, I don't like the rule, but you know what? It's a good rule. You know what I'm saying? It's a good rule. It's gonna save us a lot of boring football. Okay. Let me just tell you how bad football was the last 3 years when you lose quarterbacks. Even like Ryan Tannehill or Sam Bradford, all these quarterbacks. When you lose quarterbacks like that, it's terrible. And I know those guys aren't great quarterbacks, but that's the reason I mentioned them, because you take even a decent quarterback off of his team and the team gets really bad.
But do you think football's more interesting with all the penalties, though? It's slowing the game down.
No, the penalties are because of the players. The players are trying to. This is them fighting against the system, and they gonna have to stop. Yeah. Basically, that's what the NFL.
So just a little info for everyone here. So in 3 weeks in this season, we've had 34 roughing the passer calls.
34.
Last year we were only at 16. That is 18 more calls. Yeah. That's insane.
I feel like we almost had 34 of them in the game last night.
Yeah, it was like every other play is a penalty. Every other play.
I think it's perfectly fine.
I mean, I like protecting the QB. I feel like there's a thin line that has to be. We can't call it all the time. The Clay Matthews calls are a little bit ridiculous to me, and I hate the Packers. And I'm actually
by the definition of the rule is he's breaking the rule. What he has to stop doing is landing on top of the player. You can't land on top. But you can land on top of any other player.
When you wrap up a quarterback,
you can't wrap him up no more. Why are you wrapping him up? And that's my whole thing. He's not running. Because this is
because he doesn't have the ball. You're saying
this has not happened to him. This has not happened. They have not called this on any quarterback that has been running.
Has actually had the ball or running.
Right. Yeah. You got to be a runner to be able to tackle a guy like that now.
Yeah.
And that just makes sense to me. If he's trying to pass the ball, he's standing in the pocket. He's the most defenseless person out there, other than the referee.
100%.
If I came and knocked the referee out, would anybody? So y'all just gonna let that happen? Yeah, y'all gonna call us all kinds of flags and be like, "Hey, he ain't even a part of the game." Well,
technically, he's a part of the field.
He's a part of the whole field. Like you know. So I just think it's a good rule overall. I didn't like it. I don't like the penalties. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But they gonna have to. It's a good rule.
I feel like
they got to do what they got to do, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But also, I feel like Gruden had to do what he had to do. I'm tired of people killing Gruden.
What's going on with Oakland? What's happening here? So Oakland's 0-3.
Right.
Gruden inherited a not good team.
Yeah, but everybody keeps.
And then they got rid of their best player.
But he wasn't going to play there no way.
He wasn't going to play there anyways. No.
To me, that's the GM's fault.
Yeah.
Gruden just got there, and y'all mad at him because they don't have enough money to pay Khalil Mack $90 million. Now, how the hell are you going to be mad at him?
No, I'm not mad at him.
I'm just saying, you're not mad because you got Khalil Mack.
I love it. So, thank you.
But,
thank you very much.
I'm just saying, how are people mad at Gruden when Khalil Mack wasn't fixing to sign there? This GM has been there for 4 years. He drafted Khalil Mack. He act like he didn't know he had to pay him. Y'all gonna try to blame that on Gruden? The problem with the Raiders is not Gruden. The problem with the Raiders is Derek Carr. I've watched every single game. Derek, you know I was rolling with you, but bruh, you can't throw the ball down the field. And you know how I know? Because you got one of the best downfield running wide receiver squads in the history of the game. You can't get the ball down the field. I'm seeing Jordy Nelson and Amari Cooper looking back like, why isn't he throwing it?
I mean, Jordy Nelson had 138 yards in the first quarter and a touchdown, which is nuts. Amari Cooper was targeted 5 times that game or something like that?
Bro, he's not throwing.
What the hell, dude? Throw to Amari Cooper.
But go back last week before.
He got 5 targets last game. That's insane.
So go back to week 2. And Amari Cooper, similar amount of targets. I think he only had 9. But Jordy Nelson.
Cooper got 10. He got 10.
10. He
had 116 yards. So
right. But it's the inconsistency, and people are blaming Cooper for the inconsistency. Nobody's wanting to blame Derek Carr. He has not looked the same since he since he fractured his vertebrae.
Yeah.
He has not done well. He didn't do well last year. And people are trying to blame Gruden for the way he's doing this year. It's like, no, he didn't play well last year.
No, he didn't play well. I mean, he was hurt. We actually gave him like a pass. I feel like saying that he was hurt. Let's see what Derek Carr can actually do.
Right, but I think he's still hurt. I mean, I don't know how you come back from a fractured vertebrae and play through it, and then come back in the offseason and still be playing. I don't know how you play through a fractured vertebrae and not have effects of that throughout time. But anyway, I think they need to get rid of him, and I think that's the reason. I think that's the reason that Gruden traded for A.J. McCarron, because he is looking at practice and going, "Hey, I think we're gonna have to make a change at some point in the season. We might have to make a change." He's going with Derek Carr, but he's like, "Yo, I gotta have some bullets."
I would be shocked if A.J. McCarron takes over.
I wouldn't be, because.
I mean, I've yet to see anything.
Because I'm telling you right now,
problem.
All my friends out there, you listening? If you got ears right now, you need to do me a favor. I need you to go online. I need you to type in Raiders 2018, and I need you to watch the games. Watch some highlights. I'm telling you. Derek Carr cannot get the ball downfield. He's dinking and dunking.
Yeah. I haven't really watched any of the games, to be quite honest.
I'm saying that's not the quarterback he was when he came in the league.
I remember 2 years ago, Derek Carr had an arm, man. He was a big play quarterback.
So I'm just saying, look out for that. Speaking of big play quarterbacks,
oh boy,
it's Patrick Ferrari Mahomes coming around.
This is a quarterback I did watch on Sunday. I watched him for the first time, like the full game. It was the only game I was able to get. Mahomes is the real deal, man.
Real fucking deal.
Mahomes is the real deal.
You've been listening. You've been gone, but you've been listening. I've been telling people, Pat Mahomes. Watch out for Pat Mahomes. Pat. He's getting it done. I saw the first week, and I was like, yo, that kid really just threw like Aaron Rodgers out there. Like he was out there like
smart plays. He's got a great arm. He's elusive as shit. He can throw on the run, man.
You know what he reminds me of? Reminds me of Kenny Stabler. Y'all don't remember Kenny Stabler? He's motherfucking Kenny the Snake.
Kenny Staples?
Stabler. Yeah, Raiders, great.
Oh, okay.
Y'all gonna have to go back ESPN Classics for that one.
Yeah.
But he's about the same size. He plays free like that. He doesn't get as drunk, I hope. But
does Mahomes get drunk?
No.
Oh.
I hope
Mahomes
he doesn't get as drunk as Stabler. My God. Well, he won't last long.
There's no way that he does.
He won't last long.
It's funny. He couldn't. I didn't know Mahomes sounded the way that he sounds.
Oh, yeah, man.
Holy smokes.
I mean, I didn't know he was black till this year.
Okay, this is crazy.
I think I've never seen his face until this year.
This is crazy. I think you talked about that last week on the podcast.
Yeah, I did.
This is crazy to me. This is a weird person that I didn't know that was black. I didn't know Matt Breida was black until this year.
Who?
Matt Breida. He's on the Niners. He's one of the running backs over there.
Oh, he's black?
He's black. I had no idea.
I haven't seen his face yet either.
Not just light-skinned black. He's like black.
Oh, he's black.
He's black.
I hadn't seen his face.
Yeah, I'd never seen him anywhere sleeves. I always thought he was like a white dude.
Thought he was a white dude. Run like
Matt
a white
Breida,
dude.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea. This whole time I thought you were white.
You run like a white dude. You need to switch positions or something, dude. You need to do something.
He's been doing some work. Over there.
Yeah, he's doing good this year.
You know who's not doing great?
Who's not doing great?
Which makes me very happy. Aaron Rodgers is in trouble, my friends. Aaron Rodgers is hurt.
It's trouble in
and
La La Land.
has a bad offensive line and a terrible head coach, and you're in trouble, my friend.
Yep.
The league can thank the Chicago Bears for that one because we got him right off the bat.
You're welcome. Hold that.
Man, I don't think Rodgers is going to last the entire year.
Well,
not with the way that team is playing.
He's a fighter. He said, he learned from Brett Favre. You got to have toughness to play in this league.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is officially hurt for the rest of the year.
But yeah, he's going to be hurt for the rest of the year. He has a bone bruise. I don't see him really healing from that if he's not going to.
He's not staying off his back during these games either. He's getting hit.
If he's not going to take a night off.
Oh God!
Then
can you imagine?
Then he's not going to be healthy.
Taking a night off.
If he's not going to take a night off.
Look like
he's not going to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So who's looking? First of all, shout out to the Bills.
We have to talk about
turning
that.
cousins into first cousins again.
Holy smokes! Did not see that. I like Josh Allen a lot. I've always liked him since the combine.
Don't like.
I was kind of high on him, and I know that his personality everyone hates.
I don't care.
Josh Allen looked great. He looked great.
Ain't he from here? He from the one from here, right? UCLA. Yeah, that's Allen. Yeah, that's Allen.
Yeah,
Darnold.
Yeah. I was thinking of Rosen.
Yeah, Rosen. That's the other one.
Rosen's on the Cardinals. Is he the UCLA? No, Allen's UCLA.
Allen's UCLA.
I thought Allen was like Wyoming.
Somebody can fact check us later.
Yeah, I think he's Wyoming. Or
I don't think he's. Is he Wyoming?
I think so.
Oh,
I think
even worse.
Anyways,
that's even worse.
Wherever you're from, we'll find out. Josh.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, you know what?
I don't like him because he didn't play at college football. Let me tell you something about guys who end up.
There's a lot of guys that are good in the NFL that didn't play in like big college teams. I feel like.
Yeah, like Joe Flacco.
You
know what I'm saying? Like who is out? They're out here. I can't trust them. They won last week. But I can't trust them.
I mean, no. Obviously, you can't trust the Bills, but well done, Bills.
Well done by them. That's why I just
every Bears fan in the nation, well done, Bills.
Yeah,
well done. Thank you.
Also,
quickly,
who are they playing? Who are the Bears? Browns playing?
The Browns have the Oakland Raiders this week.
Oh yeah,
so Baker Mayfield's having his first start. Who? Oakland?
No.
The Browns?
The Browns.
No.
You think they're gonna get their winning streak right now?
No.
You think the Browns? You think that the Raiders are finally gonna get a win?
Yes, at home against the Browns. That's a winnable game for Oakland. Oakland. So this is my thing with Baker. So Baker came in for the second half and did a great job. I mean, he should have had an interception and a fumble, and then we wouldn't be praising his work. He threw that ball right to the guy in the end zone, and he also had a fumble interception on the 2-point conversion. In the next play, he caught the pass. So just throwing that out, that game was not perfect for Baker Mayfield. But he got the job done. They got their win. Praise Baker Mayfield. Now I want to see him play on the road against a team planning for him to play in that game. And let's see what you can do, Baker Mayfield. And John Gruden, if you lose to the Browns at home, uh-oh.
And have the Raiders played at home yet?
Not sure if the Raiders have. I got the Raiders in that game. I mean, I didn't bet on it. I'm not going to touch it, but
I wouldn't touch it. It's a trap game. Definite trap.
The Raiders' first game was against the Rams at home. So that's not fair.
Well, that's not fair. It's terrible.
The Rams are unbelievable. We don't even have to talk about the Rams because they're so good.
We're not going to talk. Only time we're going to mention them is when we have to talk about how bad everybody else is.
Yeah, exactly.
Or how they beat up on
the
somebody.
Rams are the only good team to me in the NFL. Kansas City's offense is great, but their defense is a fucking disaster.
There are. I think I said this in the group text. Like, there's only 6 good teams in the NFL.
I didn't even know what the 6 good teams were. Like, I see
6 good teams are the ones with 6 good quarterbacks. Check it out. Check it out. That's really a fact.
I feel like Aaron Rodgers is a good quarterback. Is that a good team though?
I didn't say that he's in there.
I don't know who's in your 6.
Look, the Panthers. They're not a bad team. They're a good team. I don't think they're going to win their division, but I think they're a good team. The Saints, good team. Just that whole division is really good, actually.
The Saints are a good team. Major issues on defense.
That whole division. So that's 4 teams. That's 4 teams right there.
Right now, because of the emergence of Tampa Bay and Fitzpatrick, that's looking like one of the better divisions.
That's the best division in football right now.
3 games in, yeah, definitely.
Oh, I'm giving it 4 because Atlanta's great, but they just had a bunch of injuries.
3 weeks in, I mean.
Oh yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks in, all those teams have
4,
potential of making the playoffs.
And then I like. We said the Rams, and then
who else is who else is on that list? I can't put 6 on that list.
Oh, I'm still not fucking. I'm not saying nothing bad about the Patriots, bro.
Oh, obviously,
they are still 6 because Julian Edelman is going to make a big difference, and now the fact that he's going to come back with Josh Gordon coming at the same time. Boy, stop.
Is that enough?
Stop.
I mean, I get it. Like last time you guys started 1-2, you guys still made the playoffs. Stop. The other time you started 1-2, I think you won the Super Bowl.
Stop.
But you guys haven't been beat this bad, points wise. Like I think when you guys started,
we also never played a defensive coordinator that's been with us for 14 years.
Man, Patricia's not a good coach, though. I just don't think he's a good coach.
But Matt Patricia has a
I don't know how
terrible team, bro.
He got your number, man.
Matt Patricia has a terrible team that he is trying to work a culture out of. Like, he's trying to work a culture of losing into a culture of winning. And he also has to win these guys over because he was the nicest guy in the world was their coach last year for 3 years. And Jim Caldwell. And now he's gone, and he's not the same. It doesn't matter. Like, no matter who came next, people aren't going to like him. He's got to get these guys' confidence up. And also, Matt Stafford had some kind of tell in the Jets game that the Jets said that they had picked up on, and that's why they were able to. They knew every play he was running.
Oh, I thought that was the Patriots calling out Stafford on his plays.
No, it was the Jets.
Was it the Jets?
Yeah, that's why they got 5 interceptions because they knew every play he was going to throw.
Yeah,
And if I'm them, I wouldn't have said that. But anyway.
Yeah. How do you feel about my Chicago Bears? Because we haven't talked about the Bears.
I think they can beat the shit out of Tampa Bay if Jameis Winston is playing.
If Fitzpatrick plays, we don't beat them?
I don't think so. I think it's a struggle because, like I said,
Howard, I saw what the Steelers did to that offense in the first half, and we have a way better defense than the Steelers. My concern, listen, I love my Bears, and I'm so glad we're in first place because I haven't seen us in first place in a really long time. Our offense has some major issues. Major issues. Love the defense, obviously. I don't even have to say anything about it. Khalil Mack, thank you for coming aboard. You're fucking way better than anyone could have imagined in the first 3 weeks. Mitch Trubisky, you got about 3 weeks to figure out this offense, and Nagy, you better figure it out with him because after 3 weeks, if Trubisky is doing what he's doing, we got problems in Chicago because Chase Daniels, our backup, and if he loses to the city, that team is going to fucking be destroyed because home field advantage will no longer be a thing in Chicago.
Yeah, you guys got to get some. I think it's going to be a very good game. Is it in Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It depends on that, but I would go ahead and give it to. I would say Chicago could win this game.
Keep in mind, we lost to Jameis Winston last year.
I know,
at
look,
home.
but no,
This is the heartbreaker because Chris Conte.
But he fumbles the ball more than like any quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
So if y'all have him in the game, Mac's gonna pop him, and that ball gonna come out.
There's no way that Jameis
Sonic
Winston
rings are popping up out of his body. He gonna get hit, and he's gonna go.
I feel like there's no way that Jameis Winston starts for the Bucs. That would be the dumbest move ever for the Bucs to start him.
I think so, but you never know, man. They're on.
I mean, I hope.
Their team's owned by some soccer owners, man. They don't even know nothing about no football, man.
Well, they know about football.
Yeah, exactly. So, fucking.
So we'll see.
Okay. By the way, I thought the Browns were gonna win. The Raiders. I'm saying they.
You got the Browns
because I need them to win.
Okay, let's do picks real quick here. Let's do our picks.
We're going to do the picks.
We're going to do our picks for next week.
By the way, the NBA. So, NBA, Butler, he's getting traded. It's going to happen. LeBron.
Butler getting traded.
He signed to the Lakers this year.
How long?
I don't know if y'all know that.
You know that LeBron's on the Lakers?
I don't know if y'all know.
Yeah, it's great.
He's on
and hey, for everyone out there, please don't sleep on the Indiana Pacers. Come on now.
We've been doing it all year.
Okay, quick picks. Vikings, Rams, Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
I got the Rams. I'm sorry.
Who Rams?
The Rams versus the Vikings. Griffin is in the hospital right now. So he's not even playing. One of their best defensive guys. The Rams are
and it's out here.
Too.
I'm going with the Rams.
Yeah, Talib's hurt, but
First Cousin's getting drilled.
Marcus Peters is hurt, I think.
I call 3 roughing the passers for Ndamukong Suh.
3? On the total for that game,
On the total for that game.
I'm going 4 roughing the passers.
4 roughing the passers for Ndamukong Suh personally. Just him.
All right. We got Bears Buccaneers in Chicago. I got the Bears, obviously. You got the Bucs if Fitzpatrick plays.
If Jameis plays, I'm going Bears. I'm running to the Bears. I'm running all the way to Chicago.
Jets.
But you know what? I'm gonna go with the Bears.
There we go. Welcome aboard.
But not because of Fitzpatrick.
Because of our defense?
No.
Because of Clomac?
No, because of a field goal.
A field goal?
I think you guys are going to win by a field goal. I give you 3 points because you're at home.
Hey, I'll take it. The spread is 3 points.
Hello!
Okay, Jets Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Loss, big time loss last week. Going to come in. Get that wet. You gotta get
God,
that money.
I'm so glad I didn't watch whatever happened in that game. Was it 9-6?
The Titans got a really good defense.
The Titans defense is
They don't have a quarterback,
legit.
people. I hope you know this.
Who's
I don't
throwing
know anybody
balls
watching
over there?
them.
Who's their quarterback right now?
Well, it was. What's his name?
Well, it was Mariota.
No,
Who's their
Mariota's
backup?
hurt.
Yeah.
It was the backup who was the starter before. I can't remember his name. Anyway.
Matt Castle.
No, he was.
It's not Castle?
That was the guy who was in there afterwards, I believe.
Oh, God.
It was the dude from LSU. Isn't he from LSU? Yeah, he's from LSU. Got a long name. Anyway.
Anyways. Okay.
He got knocked out of the game, though, in this game.
Oh, my God.
So then the third string came in. It was terrible. It was a shit show.
I need to
But
see
they
Derrick
won.
Henry get going. I've been waiting.
He needs not to have 9 people in the box, and then he'll maybe.
I mean, yeah, because what else? Who else are you going to guard? All right, we got Dolphins at Patriots.
I'm going.
Bill, who do you got on that one?
I'm going with the Patriots.
Shocker. I got the Patriots, too. Sorry.
Sorry, Miami.
Eagles.
But I think they're 3-0, and they're going to be on a
Minus
high.
3-0.
They're on a
Number
high,
1 in your division.
But they haven't. I don't think they have played on the road yet.
I don't know if they have, but
Yeah.
they've also haven't beaten any great teams either.
Yeah. No, not at all.
I mean, besides Jacksonville, but that's just a weird. This past week was bonkers.
was upset
Eagles
week.
Yeah. Eagles Titans in Tennessee. I got the Eagles. Carson Wentz is only going to get better, I feel like.
They looked pedestrian on offense last week, though.
They did.
But
Carson Wentz's first game back, though.
I will say this. Tennessee Titans defense is way better than the fucking.
It is.
This one is upset city.
Tennessee
Titans.
Oh,
Baby.
Tennessee.
Y'all got to get that back.
Tennessee.
Get that in. Get
Tennessee.
that in. Get that paper. You gonna get that paper. If you want to make some money this weekend, go and get that.
All right, we got Houston
wanna lose some money, I
Texans.
don't
Yeah, right.
But you will make a lot more than you will lose.
All right, we got the Texans versus the Colts in Indiana.
I'm going with the Texans.
Oh, the
I'm going
0-3
with the
Texans coming
man.
into
They
Andrew
gotta
Luck
get
City.
one. I think they're gonna get this one only because, man, Luck can't throw the ball 55 yards.
Not yet. I got the Colts in this, man. At home. I feel like this is a luck game where he runs around and scores touchdowns.
He can't run. He can't run because his doctor told him don't get hit. And don't throw the ball 55 yards, apparently.
I think Luck is going to dink and dunk his way to a victory.
Man, I'm off Luck. I got on him last week. I was like, yo, man, he might be the Eagles. You know, the Eagles got Wentz coming back.
They almost had him.
And they
almost
were up.
had him. They almost had him, yeah.
And then he choked.
Almost
What happened?
had him.
What happened?
He's
What happened is he couldn't throw the ball 55 yards.
He hasn't played in 2 years. Give the guy a break. Come on.
God damn.
All right, we got Bills at Packers in Green Bay. Can Green Bay come around and beat the giant killers that are the Bills? That's a good one,
It's
man.
at-
in Green Bay. It's at Lambeau.
Oh, yeah, they're winning.
I got the Packers, too.
Packers lost because they were in Washington.
I got the Packers. Okay. Lions, Cowboys in Dallas. Oh, I haven't watched any of the Cowboys. I'm glad I haven't watched any.
Hold on, before we go to Lions Cowboys, I want to point out that the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers both play overtime games the week before and lost. That has a lot to do with this.
They're tied.
Who
They got the tie.
Who was the overtime this year? This week? It was the Saints and the Falcons.
Saints and Falcons.
Look out for that because they might lose.
Drew Brees looked unbelievable, by
He
the way.
looked unbelievable, but
39-year-old.
they played more
God.
football than anyone else played
That's
last
true.
week.
That's true. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on those.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Guys, we're about to
I know we
get to
picked
that
the-
Falcons game.
Right. I know we picked the Saints.
Yeah.
You picked the Saints.
I'm
Saints.
all in on the Saints. I love the Saints this year.
So, and this is Mark Ingram's first game back.
Yep. Saints
So,
are getting better.
I'm going with the Saints, but look out for that.
Yeah.
Look out for that.
All right, Lions, Cowboys.
I'm going with the Lions.
You're going Lions? I got Cowboys.
The Lions
I don't trust
have
the
a
Lions.
better offense than the Cowboys have a defense.
Cowboys offense is so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, it's really bad.
Do you think Dez is going to resign?
Man, Zeke looks smaller to me.
Zeke looks smaller?
He looks like
I think he may have lost weight in the
Smaller.
offseason.
he looks smaller to me. I don't know.
All right,
To
we
me, he looks
got
smaller.
so I got Cowboys, you got Lions. Bengals, Falcons in
By
Atlanta.
the way, I probably will never pick the Cowboys, people. So just so you know, if you're following, I probably will never ever pick the Cowboys in life. But I'm going Lions.
Lions, all right. I say fuck the Lions and I go go Cowboys, go Bears.
Go Bears.
more or less go Bears. Bengals, Falcons.
The Bengals and the Falcons.
The Bengals, number
I'm
one in the
going with
division.
the Bengals.
You love the Bengals, don't you?
I don't love the Bengals. I did say they were going to probably win the division.
Yeah.
I said it would either be them or the Ravens. I think I said.
I think he went Bengals because
because of
all
Flacco.
the wacko flacco talk. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Flacco. But I'm going Bengals in this game because the Atlanta Falcons played an overtime game and lost.
Upset City. I got Falcons at home.
And they played deep into the overtime. It was like 3 minutes left in the overtime.
No, it was the first drive. I feel like that New Orleans.
No,
scored.
I was looking at it. It was like 4 minutes. They went into that. They went back.
Did
and
they? I thought it
Was
was
it?
the first. I thought it was the first. I was watching that whole.
I have to go back and
Maybe,
look at the tape.
maybe.
That's my Hugh
Maybe they
Jackson
went back
line.
and
I'm
forth.
using
I
a
don't
Hugh
know.
Jackson line. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the tape.
Seahawks, Cardinals in Arizona.
Seahawks get a fucking
Seahawks.
redemption
I got the Seahawks,
song
dude. Cardinals
again,
are
baby.
terrible.
Well, like they got their redemption song this week against the Cowboys, and then
At
first
home,
game.
at
I'm telling
home.
you, the first game back at home.
Yeah.
Is this game at home?
No. This is in Arizona. Arizona's
Oh, yeah.
a mess. They don't even know who their quarterback is.
Man, who
Yikes.
and nobody should know who their quarterback is. They got no
Yikes.
quarterback on their team.
No, they got David Johnson and Larry Fitzgerald, who's been non-existent this year.
Man, he's amazing. He got all those.
God, he's so good.
He's
He's so
paid
good.
up on those Phoenix, those University of Phoenix commercials, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of them motherfuckers. They play them goddamn things so much.
All right, Browns, Raiders. I got Raiders. You got Browns.
I got that Browns.
Saints, Giants. I got the Saints on the road against the
Oh
Giants.
man, wait a minute. It's on the road.
It's on the road against the Giants. Against the Giants. I'm saying the Giants.
I'm going Giants. See, people, pay attention.
Oh my goodness.
Pay attention, guys.
Oh my goodness. Pay attention.
The Falcons and the Saints
Yeah.
play an overtime.
Hot takes right now.
Okay?
Saints Falcons are going to lose because they're just tired. They're just tired guys.
They're tired, man.
They're tired. It makes sense. I get it. It's like basketball, man.
What happened to the Browns and
guys
the
that
Steelers when they played their overtime game?
The Browns won the next week.
No, they didn't.
no, that was week 1.
They lost.
Yeah,
They lost the next. And what happened to the Steelers? They lost.
We'll see. I can't wait to find out. Niners versus the Chargers in San Diego. The Niners don't have a quarterback.
Going with the Superchargers.
I'm going to concur.
Yeah, they would have beat the Rams if they hadn't have been the Rams.
Yeah. That's a fact. If the Rams weren't the Rams, the Chargers would have whooped the shit out of
Whooped
them.
the shit out of them, man. They almost won.
The Chargers played the
Seriously.
Rams better than any team this
Yeah,
year.
they almost won. So
Ravens Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Ravens
Great
and the
game.
Steelers. I'm going with the Ravens.
Sunday Night Football. I got the Steelers going back to 2-1-1.
I'm going with the Ravens just because I don't think I can pick the Steelers.
I mean,
But
I
the
hate
thing
the
is, the fact of the
Steelers.
matter is, they have not scored in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if that
all
changes
season.
against the Ravens.
They
The
have not scored in the
Ravens
fourth quarter.
D is
So
stout.
their offense is not fixed. Running game is struggling.
That Ravens defense is no joke, man.
No joke.
Yeah, we'll see what
So
happens
I think
there.
we got Broncos left.
We got Chiefs Broncos Monday Night Football in Denver.
I'm gonna write Pat Mahomes a song. It's gonna be called Ferrari, 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 Ferrari. This motherfucker got so many weapons. He's like,
My song's gonna be like this.
oh, you think
Denver Broncos are gonna win at home against the Chiefs.
Denver Broncos have been lucky all season.
Except for this week, we
I've
saw
watched
some
their
of their true
games.
colors come out.
I've watched their games, but they've been lucky. They're fixing to go
I feel like the Broncos at home are just a different team, though. The home field advantage is the real
Kansas
thing.
City
No,
too?
it's in Denver. That's why I take Denver.
Oh,
If it was in Kansas City, Kansas City walks all over.
I'm going with the boy anyway. But you know why?
Do it, man. Why not? Why not ride that pony?
He's going to be throwing that thing. And you know who's not going to be out there very often? Case.
Wait, who's not going to be out there? Oh, Case?
Case Keenum. He ain't going to be out there much because your boy, Pat, he knows how to get time into possession. I'm predicting about 21 minutes time possession. 22. Let's go. Chiefs.
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone predict TOP in a game.
Oh, man. I'll predict all kinds of shit.
I'm going to predict time of possession, Bears, 45 minutes.
Dang, that's some straight betting shit right there, bro.
2.
That's some straight degenerate better shit right there.
Yeah.
21 minutes
can
time
you bet on that in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, you can bet on man.
My God.
Man.
That's when you know you have a problem if you're betting on time of possession in a football game.
Well, time if they get 21 minutes, they will have the ball too much for Case Keenum's average quarterback play to put them.
He can't throw the ball farther than, 30 yards?
Yeah, that'll make them have to throw the ball the entire game.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. Andy Reid's sitting in the practice room right now going, yeah, guys, we gotta get about 21 minutes of time of possession. We'll be all right in this game. I think we'll be all right. We're just going to keep Von Miller over there. We'll be all right.
I'm going to keep track. I hope we remember this at the time of possession to see how close you are to it, because that'd be amazing.
I hope it's dead on, man. I like being right.
Yeah. Hey, man. I love it when anyone on this podcast is right.
Is that Monday night?
That's
Monday
night
football game.
So,
what happened to the days of 2 Monday night football games?
They only do that in the first week, I feel like.
They used to do it all the time. Remember?
I would be fine with 2 games
in
Monday night.
high school and shit. Used to see
double
2
up,
games.
man.
I used to be late for school every Tuesday because I'm watching Monday Night Football too late.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened to the good old days, people?
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
Shout out to all of you who really do click the bell.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Thank you for listening to our listeners.
When you get that notification, some of y'all just be like really dead on, just start listening as soon as I upload it. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah, way to be on top of it.
Way to be on top of it.
Thanks for following us on Twitter, Instagram, all the social sites. Might not seem like a lot, but we appreciate it. We really do.
At Bill, James, and Tig. It's not hard.
Yeah.
At Bill, James, and Tig, everything.
All across the board. All across the board.
You know what I'm saying? We love you. Fucking like and subscribe, you funky bitch. You!
Thank you for listening, guys.
It just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not gonna want that.
Think there's a deeper metaphor there?
Run through a motherfucker face. Then you don't have to worry about them no more.
The martial law everywhere, population control now administered by police. Mothers going to the morgue late at night and staring sheets as they sons are laying under. Officers get suspended or rewarded. Yep, the sleuths never ended. You can't ignore it. Our government strip us now of the privacy and the freedoms. In the city, get angels. The popo viewed as the demons. And the officers are running around, racist and strapped. Psychologically trained to shoot you right in your back. If you black, oh, is that right? Still bumping pigs when they walking up with the flashlight. And every time they gonna tell me, turn that shit off. Wouldn't offend you if you knew you